Hi, we're live.
I was just moving the mic.
Hi, it's Kiara.
And it's me, Tanesha, and you're now entering the sister chat Impromptu Live. Welcome to Main Event Mamas.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. I'm not even gonna pretend that's not what happened because I didn't. I'm not even ready. I don't got my lip gloss on. I'm sitting here
Oh,
looking
see,
like
oh, you
what?
were worried about me.
I'm worried about you. Put my lip gloss on.
You didn't even put your lip gloss on. See,
Uh.
I made sure I put some Vaseline on right before, right before I was like, I said I was ready. She gonna be like, and let's go.
You're right. You're right, and I was wrong. But
You see?
we're having another impromptu episode this Friday because life was lifing. And if you watched our episode from yesterday, then you know exactly what we were going through. And just so you know, it definitely got worse. It definitely got
Yeah,
worse.
the full moon wasn't done with us yet. Mm-mm.
No. Hi, Candace.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. But as we always start, this is your moment. If you haven't taken the opportunity to hit that subscribe button on whatever you are currently watching us on, please do. Because you never know. Like I said, we do these impromptu lives when A, I don't have time to edit. And B, life does the things that us moms have to deal with. And we try to make it work.
And
So
sometimes we just say, fuck it.
facts. Sometimes that is exactly what we do. And just like every episode, we start with the streets because they definitely talking.
Tell me about them.
The streets was talking, but I don't know where to start, Tanisha. I mean, there's some new stuff happening. I think let's start with that. We'll start with the
Okay.
releases from Evolve and ID, which I believe I'm going to have to let the internet tell the story because it came out after the fact. It came out. Jamar Hampton got released. He was on last season of LFG. Attractive gentleman. Some people are being released. Some people are like Stevie Turner. I don't know if she was released or she decided to leave on her own, but there's definitely a spirit of release in the air today as we speak. And so it begs the question, what the hell is going on in WWE?
Maybe they caught the spirit of the full moon too.
I mean, I'm
I mean,
starting
it
to
did
think
say it was
so.
a harvest moon, so harvest means in any way cropping out the cropping out the things that need to get cropped out.
Okay. I'm a
I
little
was gonna
sad
say
about
cropping the weeds, but I was like, I don't want to make them feel like I'm trying to be mean, but I'm just saying.
not the weeds. Bam.
But I mean, you crop the weeds, you crop the harvest, you crop, all these different things. I mean, clearly, if you're being released, you're not harvest.
Okay, so far I've got Lance NOI, Stevie Turner, Draco Knox, Zara Vaquer, and Kylie Ray. I did hear about Kylie Ray. I was a little surprised about Kylie. I know she's pregnant now, but she was the champion, the ID champion. So, I mean,
Wait, you met who?
Kylie Ray?
Oh, not Callie. I was like, well, I'm
No,
really
no, no.
confused
Callie is
because
still there.
Callie's the women's evolve championship.
Yes, not the ID champion. The ID champion is a different championship.
Oh, okay.
But I seem like every time I scroll up and down my feed, there's a new person getting got, and I don't love that. I don't love that at all. But I think you're
Definitely
right.
don't
I
love that.
definitely think we didn't get like our typical release season, I feel like. Now it feels like it happens a little bit more often with WWE and this new, corporate situation that they're playing with. So it's a little odd. I don't really love that. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't love that season. I don't think anybody does. But I'm sure everyone who leaves will be on their way to something bigger and better.
Mm-hmm.
So we absolutely wish you the best. And I'm tired of reading about this. So no more reports, no more releases. Okay, listen. But speaking of contracts,
Yes, I know you're excited about this one.
are you sure?
Wait, is this not the one I think you're about to talk
No,
about?
no.
Okay, then I don't
Right
know.
now, right now we're going to talk a little bit about Killer Cross and Scarlett because
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
yeah, they just had an
okay.
interview recently.
Okay.
They're still holding out hope that WWE will see the error of their ways, as is the rest of us, I feel, and hoping that they will figure it out and bring them back, especially since we're moving towards coupledoms, like we talked about.
I know. I saw. I was like, go ahead, Zelina. I was like, and this is when they need. Oh my goodness. I'm so sad that Naomi's actually. No, I'm not sad she's pregnant, but I mean, this could have been her and Jimmy's era.
I know they were a great mixed tag team. Well,
Her and Big
I
Jim.
don't think I don't think it's gonna be over no time soon. So
I know. I don't think so either. I think they're just beginning. I think they finally realize, oh no, this is a good niche. So I hear
mhm.
them. They should hold hope for it. To be honest.
100%. I think it's awesome. But I also want y'all out there, if you know someone who's been released and I did not mention them, pop them in the chat because it feels like every minute there's a new person and I can't keep track of Twitter right now while I'm with y'all. So it just made me sad to hear about all the people.
Same
But
Candace. Same Candace. I'm so happy to see her back on screen because I definitely.
me too. And she looks amazing. Amazing. Like, I was just like, girl, yes, give what you are giving. So, yes, I'm excited about that. So, they basically said that was the story, that basically Killer Cross and Scarlett holding out hope that WWE will see the error of their ways and come on back. They've been busy
They
on the
have been
indies
busy.
doing great stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm
And
so mad
that,
because they're fighting tonight in New York.
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm so upset because I would have loved to watch it.
I
Been
would
there
have too.
live, yelling and screaming.
I would have too. That was super. I was like, dang, I was hoping we was going to be there together. But look at Life Lifing doing its own thing. So,
Yeah.
alas, we are where we are. We are where we are. So that's that. So, like I said, they're still hoping to come back, but at the end of the day, like, they don't feel like it would be fair to Tony Khan to go over there. They're hoping that their next home in wrestling will be their forever home. So,
I mean, I hope so too. Wherever that may be.
me too. I mean, I don't know how I would feel about them in AEW, but you know what? I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed if it gets them on my TV. Because maybe we'll get a chance to see Scarlett wrestle. So,
I mean, well, we could
hey,
definitely. Hey,
John.
John. We could definitely. I mean, AEW. They definitely was busy at Comic-Con today. So.
Yes, because remember that we were talking about that comic book, the DC one.
Yeah, but yeah, there was a fight.
I'm not touching it. Anyway.
I mean, technically, she's talking because I mean that was a fight. They had a fight. They were fighting. They were fighting because he was like, "You think I'm gonna actually quit?" And he was welcome to. I was like, "Oh!" And then they were do, and backstage they went, and then that was a lot happened at Comic-Con.
I see.
Anyway.
I mean, maybe I don't want to be at Comic-Con is what it's telling me. But now we're going to talk about what I'm really excited about because I know you know what this is.
Okay. So this is the one that you was hoping and praying.
All my prayers were answered about Santos Escobar.
Oh, not with the accent. Ooh.
With the accent, girl, because that was every prayer that I had in my spirit. It has said, listen, we won't let this stand. And no one is happier than probably me right now. Like, I could cry. I was so excited. I was heartbroken when I read that he was gone. And then no sooner than you expected, here he is back. But you tell us out there, are you excited about Santos? Are you like, but I'm telling you right now, I'm excited. Maybe enough for all of us, maybe. But I can't wait to see what they do because he had rejected all the prior offers. He was a free agent at midnight. And then I saw this hilarious tweet that said he had watched AEW's Dynamite and got scared straight.
And said, I don't want to be there.
That was messed up. But
over there.
I'm pleased. I just want to point that out. And apparently he's getting more money. Amen, Candace. I said the same thing. I was like, y'all, what are you doing? Did you not see what he did in NXT? Like, I feel like Shawn Michaels is booking people better than Triple H right now, which has been happening for some time. But
also
that's crazy. Remember when we thought Triple H was amazing, and now we're just like, eh.
Was it? Because I was about to say, I felt like, I think we only was saying he was amazing because we were comparing him to Vince. But if I really think
Fair.
about it, he wasn't booking them as good either. The only difference is he had them come over one time during what, Survivor Series or something like that.
That was amazing. That was a really great story
Right.
arc,
That
though.
was that was, but
Yeah. Okay. Touche. Touche. Here you are. Touche. Well, nonetheless, I, for one, am over the moon, and I hope they have a good story for him, like a good one, because I like that they're finally using Angel and Berto, but I don't know why they didn't use Santos like that, because I was like, did you see those pictures he put on Twitter? If not, they're about to be my screensaver.
oh,
Because girl, I mean, hallelujah. Okay.
and brother-in-law
God
is
made
gonna
him
be okay
special.
with it. Oh my god.
God made him special. All right, other contract news. Xavier Woods and Kofi re-signed.
Quietly.
So
They did it quietly.
I'm not gonna lie, they absolutely did that quietly, and shout out to them. Feel like mind your business. We still here. So that's exciting. And then who else? No, I got something else to talk about for TNA. We're gonna take a break from WWE a little bit and talk about TNA. Cedric Alexander, who's doing the King's work over there, he looks amazing. His contract is apparently almost up.
Oh, they're
So
gonna probably re-sign him. There's no way.
I hope they do, because he's fantastic. He looks
I
great.
feel like
I don't know. On the other hand, would I like
where
to
do you want
see
him to
him
go?
in AEW with the Hurt Syndicate? A little bit.
Really? Really?
Yes. Now
I
that they
think that
have,
time has
okay.
come.
Wait, now that they have this Ricochet situation with the Gates of Agony, I believe is what they're called. And they're called the Demand. Now, this is a name that they need to workshop a little bit more. I'm not going to lie. I was like, hold that thought. But they're called the Demand. And they've been going against the Hurt Syndicate. And they've been beating the Hurt Syndicate down a little bit. It's been some, moments. And in fact, who was it? MVP was in the ring with them. Not this Dynamite, but a recent one. And they lost, or it was a pay-per-view, I'm not sure, but they lost, and potentially, due to his age and ability at this time. And so there was some talk about him potentially.
Wait. Are you telling me MPV?
MVP?
Yeah. MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Actually wrestled?
Yes, he did. See this?
No.
Yeah. See, yes, he did. And it was
that was
anyway, it was a good match. I'm going to say that. But I'd like to see Cedric
Where's my glasses?
maybe go over to AEW and have some fun over there. So
I'm listening. I'm just trying to
I don't hate that. You're looking for your glasses?
Yes, because my one eye is doing crazy things. We need to hide them. It's late, y'all. It's late.
Every
it's late.
Time.
And like we said, this week has been a week.
It has, in fact, been a week. And then lastly, with the Streets Are Talking segment, Big E joined What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon and kind of pretty much said his ring career's over and kind of behind him. So what do you think about that? How you feeling?
I mean, I feel like we knew that when he came back for the New Day and they pretty much kicked him out. I think he was just pretty much coming to like end the chapter, even though it wasn't how we wanted the chapter to be ended. Mm-hmm. But it was a way for him to be able to end it by having pretty much New Day, as we knew New Day, pretty much be done. So then it can bring in the new era of what New Day is. Did all his greatest hits? I bet he did.
It was fantastic. I forgot I could do that. Sorry, y'all. I forgot I could do that. I just wanted to show you that because I was like, that's cool. I forgot. Anyway.
But yeah, but, I mean, does it make me sad? Of course, because he wasn't. The fact that we all watched the injury happen live.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we always wanted him to come back.
Absolutely.
But sometimes you gotta come to that realization where it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to, and I'm not gonna be one of these people that's going to be like 20 years later, like Edge or whoever who's had a neck injury and comes back knowing.
Well, Edge did. Okay, Candace.
Hold on, wait.
Candace, sign me up. Edge came back amazing. Like, co-sign me here.
I didn't say he didn't come back amazing. Didn't say that. What I'm saying is, it was what, 20 years later after. I mean, I may be exaggerating, but it was definitely years later after we was like, oh, it's done. It's a wrap. Daniel Bryan, it was supposed to be a wrap. Now, granted, he did get a couple of good years after that, but Nikki, like everyone who's had neck surgery, who technically should have been probably done, all kept coming back. So I think for me, I'm not saying Big E probably at one point didn't want to come back.
Shout out to Candace. Girl, yes. See, you hear me.
I'm not saying, I didn't say he didn't come back. I was excited that Edge came back. I was like, oh, look at that. You know, you came back from a career-ending injury, and now you are killing ass. Didn't say that. He still looks like an old man who should probably smoke a hookah somewhere and go to sleep. I don't know. Anyway, but to get back to Big E, sometimes you have to, as an adult, get to that realization when something is over and there's nothing you can do to get it back. Hold on, I'm not trying to say it in a bad way. This is what I'm talking about. The moon was making me philosophical. I'm not trying to be bad, because I love Big E. My kids love Big E, but the thing about it is, we get to still hear his voice. We still get to see him, even though it's commentary. It's still something. Some people don't get to have that opportunity to come back and do all that. They be backstage planning wrestling matches, and sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. All right, I'm gonna shut up now because I feel like this took a turn.
All right, Candace. I don't know what you think. Candace, you tell us. How's this going? Do we think Edge should just? It did sound like a little controversial there that you said Edge should know when his days are behind him. That did.
Okay,
you did
hold
say
on.
that.
In essence, yes, because how many times has he gone away for months and then come back because he has to recover? Just like I love Randy, but I think it's time for Randy to stop too. If you have to be gone for months to recover and then come back, it's time. It's just time.
Okay, well, thank you, Candace. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like him. Yes, I know. I didn't sometimes during those matches, I do spend more time praying than watching.
Like I'm about to say, like, how many times have we sat here and you're like, oh my God, and you get the mom thing. Oh my God, what's happening? Like, come on. Especially when we watch Randy and he keeps hitting his back, like, oh my back, and he'd be like, sir, if you do that one more time, if you do that one more time, like, I mean, and then we watching him, like, you know, hip off, like, it's.
That's right.
Okay,
Candace.
whatever.
He
that's
in fact
fine.
did.
That one time.
He went back to film the next Percy Jackson, which if you haven't seen that, you should, because it was good.
I don't watch Percy Jackson.
It was good. I'm not even going to kid you. I don't really do Disney much, but I will tell you, I watched that entire thing. Okay. And we had a movie night. So I'm trying to tell you, even though it was a TV show.
Was that Edge who went away for the Percy?
It was Cope. But now, just so you know, officially on AEW's website, on the roster, it says Adam Copeland again. So you could feel better about that Cope word that you hated.
Yes, because I definitely was not going to call him that. That was never going to come out of my mouth.
All right, so let's talk Raw. Not with you. All right, so we all know it was the go home show for Crown Jewel. And we got lots to talk about. Where do we want to start? Let's think.
Want to talk about Jay, since that's fresh in my brain?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hey, Jay, I know you may or may not watch this, but you don't need to be Roman to be yourself. I love Roman. Don't get me wrong. But I think he's steering you in the wrong path. And I think you need to just find your own path and stick to it. If you want to be this heel and you don't want to be because you realize you helping everybody kind of made you not win your title, sure. But they had nothing to do with that. That was just you being you. And unfortunately, you just got the short hand of the stick. I mean...
Not the short hand of the stick, girl.
I mean, listen. I don't know, because we watched Unreal, and they was like, if you ain't going to put the full gas on it, we're going to take it away from you. So I don't know. Maybe backstage you weren't. I don't know. Maybe there's just too much happening, too much drama, too much whatever. I don't know. But, yeah, like, stop. build your own thing. And I'm not and Jimmy, I understand you are torn, but you
But
just need
what?
to let your brother travel this path of whatever this path is and
To
just be there.
ruin is what you're saying?
No, and just be there as a supporting actor.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's going to end up happening? They're going to end up. It's going to end up leading to where they're going to be fighting each other again. And I don't know if Jimmy's going to come up on top again. I don't think he came up on top the last time. Wasn't it Jay who won? I don't even know. I don't remember. That was so
That was
long
an
ago.
awful match, and I tried to block
It
it
was.
out, so I have no
It was an
answer.
awful match. It was an awful match. But I mean, Roman's here to stir the pot.
Yes.
And Jay is falling for it.
I'm going to pop this up because I think this is important notes. I'm going to pop this up because I think
Okay.
it's important. I absolutely think that's exactly why he dropped the title. I'm just going to tell you, because I couldn't think of any real reason that he should have dropped it. But I will tell you, it is very entertaining to see. There's something about Roman and the twins on your TV that is just crazy entertaining. Like, I'm like, even if they don't say that much, they command attention, which not everyone does, especially because we technically started the night with Roman and we end the night with the Usos. So there was just something like nice story-wise around that. But I admit, like, Jay's conflict internally or whatever's going on, I'm here for it in a lot of ways, because I think, like I said, I agreed with Roman plenty of times when I was like, why are you worried about everybody else? Like, Jay, I know you a good friend, but maybe don't be such a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Maybe don't be that kind of friend. Maybe these people need to, like, handle their own battles. And I feel like ultimately that's what cost him. When you're there for everybody else and not everybody is there for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I don't disagree that, yeah, okay, Roman is taking it a bit far. But think about LA Knight. Is he a good guy?
I didn't say he wasn't. What I'm saying, okay, this is what I'm going to say while you said that. The point of what I'm trying to say is that
Yes. Yes, Candace, you're right.
yes, Roman is trying to give him advice about not having everybody with him, but Roman's alone. And he's trying to have the one person who he felt he could always count on, who still comes
Okay.
out there because he wants to help his family and his friends,
Mm-hmm.
and Roman is using that to his advantage. To me, it's kind of giving me bloodline all over again. I'm going, sir, you're not even I mean, yes, you are a tribal chief, but technically, you're not tribal chief. We don't got no bloodline. It's over. So I don't know what we're trying to build right now, because this is what ends up happening towards the end, and why y'all broke up. In essence, why Jimmy didn't want Jay to be a champion because he didn't want you to be like you, and then Jay got the championship and he wasn't like you, and then yes, he lost it, and for whatever the reason, yes, I think it's because of the stupid storyline as well, but he lost it, and now Roman comes back. Well, you were supposed to be like this. Okay, cool. But who else you got in your corner, Roman? Paul left you. I mean, we're gonna
I
talk about
mean,
that. We're gonna talk about that segment too, because that segment was real between him and Seth. I was like, oh.
not just that segment. Did you see
But
the Crown Jewel kickoff show?
no.
Yeah, I didn't either until I watched Smackdown and watched him walk away from Paul.
I mean, listen, I acknowledge him for sure, but in essence, Candace, we have to agree. There's still no bloodline in essence. So he's a tribal chief to who? Like how when
Okay.
he did that promo, that's what it gave me. It still gave me like, I'm the tribal chief and y'all need to follow me. And if you don't follow me, we gonna have a problem. And that's how I felt like looking at Jimmy. Jimmy was like, dude, you
Why should
don't
I
run
listen
this.
to you?
Like, you don't run this no more. Like, why am I listening to you?
They were still calling plays, which I thought was funny. I was like, oh, but I didn't love how he treated Jimmy at all. It's very odd to see this, like, different feel of this Jay that like is on the edge. But I do understand his frustration though, right? So I get his frustration because you got all these people that you got to go through to get your title shot. You got LA Knight in your face. You got CM Punk who's after Seth too, but you still want your belt. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. Has he been able to go back and chase that belt? Not really. He keep getting in the mix with the craziness. So, I mean, and plenty of times he kept saving people. So when's his turn? So I get it. I'm telling you, I'm here for you, Jay. But yeah, maybe don't listen to everything Roman said because that's how he ended up where he ended. I mean, alone. Still trying and laid up in the Paris hospital for 4 weeks, apparently, quote unquote. Even though we saw him taking selfies with people he's talking about Street Fighter
irrelevancy.
Irrelevancy? That's crazy.
No one's there, so who else is going? What island you gonna be on?
Well, that being said,
I love you, Roman. I love you forever. I love you for real. I'm just saying.
But is it love, like you said, if you don't tell the truth? Is it love if you don't tell the truth? I think that, like, let me say this. One of the things I'm not excited about is this Australian street fight. And we will get into Crown Jewel and give our picks later. But I'm not super excited about this Australian street fight. And
what is an Australian street fight?
That's exactly.
Animals everywhere? I don't understand.
Animals everywhere. I love this for you. Animals. Okay. Well, touche. You know what I mean? Touche. It's entirely possible that that's what's happening. I don't know. Maybe they're going to have it in the Outback.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're going to have it in the Outback and we can watch it. But I'm just saying, I don't get it. I'm not excited about it. Not even in the least excited about this Australian street fight. But we'll get into that later. But watching Braun and Bronson, I'm like, and the attack.
They're losing their luster too. I ain't gonna lie. Braun's are losing their luster.
It's like the Brauns.
Yeah, I feel like they like are trying their. Oh, I'm really loud. Sorry. I've realized that they are trying.
You're clearly passionate about this subject.
I am, because...
That's right. Because Braun is Australian. 150% Miss Candace.
Okay. But I just feel like they're about to break away from the vision.
Okay. Which leads us to this next part.
Okay.
So, in this kickoff, right? We're not only talking about that, but in this kickoff, like, Paul is talking to the audience and he's introducing Seth. And Seth is same thing he was doing Monday when we was talking about that damn watch and him staring at his hand and in his head and losing his mind. And dare I say, making him and Cody really boring, which I never thought that was possible. I mean,
Cody's boring.
I enjoy... Right. I enjoy Seth. Remember when, like, I think it was Seth came out and he saved the, like, segment a while ago with Cody and whoever it was at the time.
I did fast forward most of it because I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, this is good. It's good. It's good part. But
I was like, I never thought I would find Seth boring until you put him with Cody. And even watching Cody on Smackdown, I was like, I was over there yawning. I'm like, I could be working right now. And that's why I did it while I went to work. Because I didn't really need to watch it. I could just listen to it while I was typing. Because it just wasn't the most engaging part of SmackDown. That being said, I can't wait for this freaking match to be over. Because listen, Seth better win, period. It's more interesting to see what's going on with the Vision than it is watching anything about Seth and freaking Cody do anything at all. Because you do have to remember that at the end of the day, no titles are changing hands. This is just for funsies. It's for funsies, which I didn't really need that. I didn't ask for it. I don't care. Sometimes I feel like Crown Jewel, like, it's different with other matches on the card, but these two have already done this. And while they always have great matches, we've already been here so many times that I'm just kind of like, I mean, I liked it. It's been a while since we've seen it. Am I ready to see it again? Not necessarily. But yeah, I am. I do definitely think there was some friction between Seth and Paul Heyman, because he did tell, Paul Heyman told Seth, like, if you lose, I'm going to wonder why I left Roman. I had that question myself, to be honest. But when does Seth suddenly get a kick in his confidence? What the hell is this about?
I think Becky's bringing him down.
What the hell? What the hell? Not Becky's bringing him down.
Because did you not see her part before you started talking to and she's like, oh my God, I'm like, girl, get your life together. You just got finished telling how you're the best wrestler and yes.
And she's not the only one who says it. Exactly. Other people say it too.
So I'm like, girl, what is happening? So you lost 2 matches. Oh well, move on with your life. And she's like, oh my God, I'm not coming to Perth. And I was like,
sounds like she wanted to break with her. She just wanted to break with her daughter.
That's what it sounded like to me. Or she's just like, and this is the thing. Seth is just like, oh my God, obsessed with the watch, and he ain't listening to her.
You know what it reminds me of? When my husband's tuning me out, and that's when you start quizzing them. You're like, did you hear me talk about the popcorn in the ceiling and how the sky is actually red? That's right, Candace. Other people say it too. I start saying crazy stuff. I mean, did you see the donut that's on top of your head right now? He's like, what? Like, again, you weren't listening. That's what it was like. It was a little bit of PTSD watching him ignore his wife. I was like, damn, I've been there. But the problem
he can like get himself back. She comes back. I was like,
yep. Yeah, she's not interested in what you have to say right now. She's dealing with it. But I agree with you. I definitely think there's something, I don't know what it is. I just need him away from Cody as soon as possible. And Cody away from that championship as soon as possible. And Cody may be having a midlife crisis. For the ring, not in life, but like in the ring. Like, who am I? What am I going to be? Anything.
Probably a better heel than John Cena.
Let's have a moment of silence for that awful heel turn. And now that's over. But ultimately, yeah, that was awful. But since we were talking about Becky.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Her match with Maxine was good. I enjoyed it.
Good.
Did you see how good she's getting?
Yes. She had so impressed. A good little run too. She had a little good run. I was like, oh, go ahead, girl. She's like, kick. Oh. I was like, oh, nice. And
her time in that dungeon is doing her some good.
But, it also was frustrating come saying like, Becky, you couldn't hear her counting. And then I said, well, technically, I think that she counted fast because you got her face. Because she was like, nah, we're going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Becky's just like, I'm the greatest. And I just, and I'm like, you don't hear her counting back there? You really don't hear her counting because you got so many thoughts in your head about how good you are?
Yes. Don't judge Becky. I mean, when you're great like that, I mean, it's just a lot going on in here. But this brings me to my other problem with Crown Jewel.
Okay.
If we're going to have matches where you have titles against titles, can we have all the titles against other titles? For instance, could Becky not have gone against Julia? Isn't she the U.S. champion right now? Now, that's a match I would want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Becky and Julia. Chef's kiss. I know Julia's busy right now with whatever's going on with her, Kiana, and... Who else is it? I'm sorry. I just saw this. Gracious. Her and Kiana and Tiffany. Stephanie. Yeah, Tiffany and Stephanie. So I'm like, yeah. But stay focused on the mission right here, because Julia and Becky, now that would have been a good ass match. So instead of giving me stuff that I've already had 14 times, now this is a delicious combination. I want to see them two go head to head, because I think that Julia is phenomenal and we haven't even seen all of the stuff she's giving. And her and Becky, toss that could be something.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing that though.
Okay.
We don't have Dominic against Sami Zayn. When we start doing this again, I'm super annoyed. Like, do you pick and choose which titles that you want to go against each other instead of everybody? It feels disrespectful. I'm just going to put that out there. Because I feel it's crazy. It should really be more balanced. And then we already don't see it defended that much in the other, as we said the other day, what title's not secondary? But like, we don't need to see it that much. Okay, that's a good question. Let's see. Ooh, let's put this up. Look at Candace. Talk about it. Yes, please. Especially if we got to pay for this on ESPN. Because AEW does do too much. But this is what I was saying when I was talking about AEW and WWE's pay-per-views. The one thing I will tell you about AEW, first of all, I'm tired as hell when I get to the end. But I have seen a lot of things. I have seen a lot of things. And so it's hard for me to feel like it's not worth my $49.99. Because at least I invested. Whereas WWE's $29.99, I told you, if it wasn't already built into my Hulu package, I would have thoughts and feelings. It's in fact why I can't cancel Hulu right now, and I'm already upset about this.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, I'm sorry. I'm working through my feelings. Let's talk. Wait, is there anything else you want to talk about, Rob, before we get into the fun that was TNA and thank you, dear. TNA and NXT? Yes, my husband delivers food. Get you one. I keep trying to say. Get you one.
Mine's is out making money.
Not a husband.
Anyway, I had one. I got rid of him. Anyway, so
he okay, I get it. All right, let that go. No need. Let that go. Fine.
I think that was it.
That's it. I was gonna say I don't see anything else I want to talk about from that. But let's talk about the fun, the majesty, the magic that was NXT versus TNA's Showdown, I guess. I mean, Invasion sounded better, but I get it. So the Showdown was so great. That we're going to start with the Hardy Boys, of course, and how they beat Dark State. I got a tear going down here. You can't see it, but I got a tear because I've been really enjoying Dion Lennox in particular, but also Osiris Griffin. But it was a really good match. Like, I will tell you, them winning was really fun. It was great to have the Dudley Boys at ringside. Because who doesn't like to see the Dudley Boys? You know, I'm a huge fan. Always have been. But I really thought it was a nice way to start the show. They look great. Jeff and his moonsaults are so beautiful. When you say people get old, I get it. But that moonsault ain't gonna never get old.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. They look old and tired after that match was over, though.
They do. I mean, I respect that, though. I respect them being tired when the match is over, ma'am. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not out there doing this, so I respect people who are clearly out there living their life because Kiara was watching at home in her pajamas, I believe, and getting ready for bed. That's what Kiara was watching it out. So I respect that in every possible way because I couldn't do it necessarily. But it was great. Good match all around. Great way to kick off the show. And then also...
Even though I was being philosophical. So
dang. Sorry. My bad. I was trying to get to a different thing and TikTok opens immediately to videos and to nothing else. Anyway. At least it didn't start playing the music. So anyway, excited for Bound to Glory because now that they're going against the Dudley Boys. But I'm like, does that mean they get to put both on the line with the Dudley Boys? Does Dudley Boys get to win 2 sets of championships at Bound for Glory? Maybe.
I don't think so. Maybe not.
No?
I mean, unless they're going to make them... Because the Hardy Boys is the first to have pretty much tag team titles across multiple brands.
That's right. In his 50s.
Yeah, I can tell.
You like this? Okay. Okay. Be like this. All right.
I
Fine.
love y'all Hardy Boys, but I mean, yeah, I think it's time. I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe
moving
it's
on.
time for a vacation. A vacation.
Ooh, did you say a vacation?
I did. They be working hard. They deserve a vacation.
Okay, well, I'm gonna watch Impact. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, that would
Touche.
make. I mean, technically, that's why I said. That's why I was saying. You know, the Hardy Boys are the first to have tag team titles across so many brands. So the question, the answer I was going to like may be because I know. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Exactly what I'm going through over here. Exactly. Like, that's crazy.
I know. I'm sorry. I believe in everybody should know their strengths and their abilities and understand when it's time to.
You know what?
Anyway,
Fold them, basically. Okay, fine.
I said vacation. He can go on vacation. I didn't say he needed to retire. I just said he can go on vacation, a long one, and then
All
come
right, can
back.
we talk about Ethan Page and Mustafa Ali and that amazing ass match? Mustafa came for everything. He was like, listen to me. Y'all cut me for no reason because I'm still bitter about that. It was stupid. It was the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And then he done been on this amazing campaign to every single indie ever, killing the game with the state of Ali. It is amazing. It's crazy. And his match with Ethan Page further cemented the fact that I think Ethan's ready for the main roster, if it's not obvious already. But they were such a amazing performance. And also scared the bejesus out of me with that damn cable. But before the cable, it was the throwing onto the table like he was a trash bag.
That was a little crazy.
Hitting the dumpster. I was like, what the hell is this? What is this? Why did this happen? Is this too much? I mean, I don't know if I thought it was too much because I was too busy screaming at the TV, and I don't get to do that often. Okay. So it was really good. It was great. And I hope it made them eat their dust a little bit. Like, look at who y'all let go. I wish you did too. In order for emoji, you so right. Oh my God, you so right. That is one of my favorite parts of watching Impact, though, is that I get to see so many of these different factions that look like factions, that move like factions. It's fantastic. But the damn cable, that was the craziest thing. I just kept thinking, how is this happening? How is this even happening? That's insanity. All right, let's talk Survivor Series style matches because you know what? I don't know if it made me ready for the Survivor Series, but I will say, let's talk about the women's match first.
It was definitely good to see the inspiration back on NXT.
Yes.
And with
another group that broke my heart.
And with them having tag team titles.
That's right. And both of them being moms. I love the commentary. That's the thing I really love about what Booker T. I actually missed him this week on Smackdown. Crazy. I missed him this week because he brings such a different energy when he's in a commentary, position. But even him and Vic talking about how they used to be iconic. I was in stitches. And they used their music. I was like, what is going on?
I was like, and I was like, yeah.
I used to love that music, just like I love them. And I was, again, pissed that they let them go. And they're the only tag team. Like, it's like WWE does not recognize gold when they have it. They just skip it off somewhere. But I am pleased that they were able to go on and have lives and have babies and come back being hot-ass moms. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them. Love to have you on our show. Just going to throw that out there.
Absolutely.
Love y'all.
To be clear, now granted, when they first were on WWE, I could not stand them. I was like, who are you? Why are you here?
I love them.
But they did grow on me because it was like, who can get over iconic? like I was like, I was just like, yeah, okay, you know what? I can get on board with y'all. I can get on board with y'all.
And they
So
did
I
their
mean,
pose in the ring too.
yeah. So I mean, it was definitely dope to see them back. The match, I would say, was was good. Was good.
There were some
I
moments.
there were some moments, but I don't know why Jordan was the guest referee. But I guess the
They had
men
to do
had a
something with
guest
her.
referee. Yeah, and I guess with the men's too, they had to have a guest referee. But it's still like, but why?
Well, remember Jordan and his name is escaping me right now.
Joe.
Oh yeah, it was in my head. It was playing the song. I was getting
I
ready
bet
to
it
sing it.
was. And I was, and
I
I
love
had,
that song.
that's why I was like, I said, do not. So I had to say the name quickly because I did not.
Yeah, because I was getting ready to say his name, but here appears. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Anyway, they were the only two who were kind of left out, but they have been going back and forth. And so, or at least Jordan was for a while before she eventually transitioned, which I think eventually Joe will. Because that song, it's in my head now for real. I'm gonna be messed up later, singing my head side to side to side. I'm just gonna have to go into Impact. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm stay focused.
I can't stand that song, guys. That's why I keep giving her the face.
I love it.
Especially when I was at Slammiversary, I said, "Why did you tell me it had a two-part to the song?"
I didn't wanna. I wanted to enjoy it in all its glory and watch her face. Anyway. It was so delightful to see the distress when she realized it keeps going.
It's like Lamb Chop and the song that never ends. But I actually like that song. But
really, like. You had to bring back Lamb Chop. Here we are.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna do it because you decided to start.
Well, I guess you just replaced the other song in my head, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyhow, yes, I thought that was, there's a reason why they had to include them. Because remember, Jordan and Joe were in their feelings about not being included. They're like, I'm the reason why there is a TNA and WWE partnership.
Why was it a 4? Because Survivor Series, isn't it 5? So why did it have 4 people?
I don't know. That was just the number they chose to go with, sis. And I thought they had a good group with JC Jane and Sol Ruka and Lola Vice and Jada Parker, because Lola's on her way somewhere if you saw this Smackdown, which we'll get into in a minute. But I thought it was great. You know what? Yes.
Do not. Candace, I love you, but do not. I hate this song so much.
You should. It's lovely.
I'm about to start singing. This is the song that never ends.
Fine. I'm done. Okay, fine. Anyway. She's so mean, you guys. She just won't let us have the joy. Anyhow. I don't think I'm the mean one. Look at this. Look at the craziness that's happening here. You need to drink a little bit more and be happier. Like,
I am. Oh my God.
Anyhow.
Okay.
Jeez, just ruin it for everybody. But the point being, I love that song. But anyway, back to the women's elimination match. There were points in there that were great. I was heartbroken about Jada Parker. What the first one? With the that. What happened here? Not cool. Didn't like it. Pissed me off. I was like, Jada needs to be there. What is going on with Jada in NXT? Why are you not pushing her? What happened? And when are you going to fix it? Because she's so over, so amazing, so talented. I'd like to see her at the top of that brand finally. And it's annoying to me.
Maybe she's going to have to start going over there where Natty is. And just start whooping ass.
Maybe. I don't know. But
I mean, because
everybody looks great.
Hasn't really got Natty anything over in WWE either. So I don't know. But she needs to. Oh, I'm not trying to say it in a bad way. I'm just trying to say. Never mind.
You on one tonight. Okay, so it was messed up how JC stole the victory from Sol, who looks like a boss. They setting that girl up. She looks at home on the roster too. Even though her and Zarya look like a breakup waiting to happen. happen.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
about
I
to
don't.
break up. I think Zarya is getting over the
The
fact
soul
that
situation.
she is her muscle.
You think so?
I mean,
She
yeah,
doesn't need the muscle.
she
Soul
don't.
is.
Soul is great, but what I'm saying is, you can just sense that she's just like, this is about to end, and she's going to snap on her soon.
Not
And
snap on her.
she is, and I think Soul's going to be like, "What is happening? Why are you doing this to me?" And she's like, "You know why? It's because you took my Pop Tart from yesterday. I don't know, but she going to say,
It ain't me
but
this time. That's what I'm saying. It's not me.
but what I'm saying is that it is a breakup waiting to happen.
Yes, ma'am. Yep, so am I. I'm ready for it to be over. Also, if you have not seen Zarya without her makeup, sweet Jesus, that girl is a beauty.
Oh, I'm about to.
You thought I was going the other way, didn't you?
I did,
Mm-mm.
and I was like,
No,
and we talking
wasn't.
about me,
No,
girl.
no. I was being nice and I'm being very complimentary. So if you haven't seen that picture, Google it because you'll be like, what? I was shooketh. I was like, I never would have thought all that was underneath that makeup, but she's a beauty. But yes, I am also praying for that breakup. Also, because I don't feel like we get Zarya's, they brought her over like she was this monster, but she hasn't been a monster because Soul doesn't need the muscle. So it's a weird combination that should be over, in my opinion, and been needed to be over. All right, let's talk about the men's Survivor Series match. First thing I got to say is Mike Santana. My goodness. I think I like him even more every time I see him. I loved the team for TNA. Huh?
I said, I thought you were about to say, I love him. And I was like, wow, okay.
Even more. Even more.
Okay.
Even more. Anyway, I thought this match was also very, very good. I loved just about everything about it. I hated that Trick got eliminated.
Trick
That
got
was a
eliminated because he
moment.
walked away.
Yes, but I meant Javon, not Trick. But you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm about to say, I was like, he walked away.
Sorry, I was saying Trick, but I was thinking of Javon, and it was a little annoying to see Javon get pinned. But I am looking forward to his match with Leon Slater. I think that's going to be one of those outrageous. I think it's going to be hard trying to keep them inside a ring.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm looking forward to that. But Javon looked amazing, and then he just got eliminated. I was like, what the hell? Like, it reminded me about those days that I watched Survivor Series and I was in my feelings. Because I was like, I don't want that. Like, I didn't like it. Like, I always hated. Remember when Seth walked away that time when you're like, where you going? You just gonna leave? You just gonna dip? Like, what the hell? There's like no payoff in that. I'm still getting used to Ricky Saints as champion, though. It doesn't mean I don't like him. I like him very much. I just don't know. It felt too soon for him to be champion. And also, where the hell's Oba? How does he not be part of this?
He's on vacation.
You in this vacation situation. Is everyone on vacation for you?
They should be. Somewhere tropical.
Do you need a vacation?
I do.
Because I'm like, it feels
After
like
this week, yeah, I do. I need to go somewhere. I need to put pina colada on a beach.
Clip it. Save. My goodness, I need a pina colada on several beaches and no phone service. That's what I need. But either way, I thought that match was good. But like I said, I thought overall the entire NXT showdown with TNA, it served its purpose and made both brands look great. And I like this partnership. And apparently, supposedly, we're going to be getting a joint PLE pay-per-view. Thank you. I felt like I was alone over here. I was just like, what just happened here? That's crazy. Ooh.
No, I think the Vision's about to break all the way up.
I don't. I feel like there's we're going to get to this, but I feel like there's something coming for the Vision. Like they need another member to solidify them. Because remember I told you when Becky joined, it was a little odd because there was no Paul to kind of navigate and orient everybody. And now that there's Becky there dealing with her husband's got head is all up. I'm going to say something crazy. Her husband's head
is all up his body's ass because they just don't understand why.
I'm not going to disrespect Seth like that, but I'm going to say I
don't care. Why? And then I'm so obsessed with this damn watch, but I don't want to take it off. I need to understand.
If I was Becky, I would burn that damn watch. All right, now we can move on to Smackdown because clearly we just saw this and it should be top of mind. It was great to see Shinsuke Nakamura back. We haven't seen him in a while, and his match with Sami Zayn was fantastic. Up until this MFT situation, let's take a moment.
Okay.
I feel like this is an important moment to take.
Okay.
They look amazing now. They look scary. They look like they're supposed to have looked, I think, before. Now, typically, I don't love relaunches. I feel like it's just setting you up for failure. But this time, I think they might have got it right. Because I knew that there was another member coming because of last week's vignette about we're almost a family. We're almost complete. Yeah, that. So it was nice to finally see them together, to see them. I'm sad for Shinsuke and Sami because damn, sorry guys. But examples had to be made. You know what I mean? Examples had to be made. And they looked great with that white paint. They looked scary. I was excited to see where this is going to go. And the fact that we saw them later with the Wyatt Six, I was like, finally.
Now, that is something. I mean, I'm not happy that the Profits did not win.
I'm not happy about the Street Profits either.
Even though I'm very happy they went back to their old stuff.
I am so happy we went back to that theme music. And I feel like if this is a theme of people going back to their theme music that sounded way better before whatever this new remix BS was, I was so happy. Because first of all, the Street Profits music was
already popping by itself.
And it worked with their entrance. And I don't feel like the new music ever worked with the whole, stir it up and all of that. And it didn't work. It didn't work. So I'm happy they're back to it. But I was heartbroken that they lost again. It's kind of silly when, you know how I feel about the Wyatt Six and his tag team championship. I don't get it. I understand that they're supposed to be scary. I understand that they're supposed to be like dominant, but it's not giving dominant. It's giving meh. That's what it's giving, as my kids say, meh.
I mean, I'm definitely over them having the title. I don't think they should have gotten the title. I think and that's when the story, I feel like, died once they got the title. And now it's like, so what are y'all going to do now? Because it was actually hilarious watching everybody trying to figure out who they were going to go against and why they were going to go against them, who was going to do this, why we were going to do this. I feel
like we could have spent more time with, because remember, all the tag team matches were getting interrupted anyway. So it was like, Candace, you are girl. Candace. Candace is our girl. Yes, ma'am. That. All of what she just said right there. that new song, I was like, okay. It didn't work. That's why we moved to the pump in the arm thing. I was like, you could have gave me the cups back. Who don't love a good red Solo cup? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I'll admire a good red Solo cup.
It's like going to a house party. I was like, y'all just ruined it. Right. Y'all ruined that for me with let's do the arm thing. Like I was like, we do that when we're on the highway and we want to mess with the truck drivers and have them honk their horn. That's right. I was like, I don't get it. But I agree about that. But I do think that it stopped the story. I think it stopped the story for all the tag teams. And I would have been happy if we continued. Like, everyone was breaking up everyone's matches in the first place. So it was fun, like you said, watching them be scared of the Wyatt Six. But we never picked it up after they got the titles. there was no follow-up of like, okay, we're still scared. Is it your turn? Is it my turn? Is it their turn? Like, whose turn? Who's going to get the titles back so we could go back to what we're doing? Where the hell are the Motor City Machine Guns anyway? I know, I think we saw them last week. Listen to me. She says that one more time. Gotta be night.
Take a drink. Take a shot. Okay.
That's crazy. But essentially, it killed the tag team division. So when are they going to do it? Also, I didn't really like that plague move. I'm just gonna be honest. I was like, yeah. It didn't feel new or different or I don't know. I feel like with the type of faction they are, they need a move that is new and different. I think this is something to talk about. If we want the Bronze to be dominant, just have them. Yes. 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 Yes.
I say no.
Why not?
Because then they're going to hold on to it. We're going to have the same thing that ended up happening with the bloodline, right? Jay and Jimmy, and we were complaining about it the whole time. It was good while they had it for a month or two, and then it was like, can y'all lose the title? At least lose one title. Can we do something? Because they still don't. The problem is they don't know. But that's because
they had more tag teams at the time. Remember?
Right. The only way it's going to make sense is if they write it properly. And right now, they're not writing it properly. Even with the vision, we're still going, because they're not writing it properly. We have the, like, I'm thinking they're going to break up. You don't think they're going to break up. They're going to probably ask somebody. But how they're writing it and how they're putting them out there, it's not conducive. Now, if they sit here and actually write it well, then okay, fine. I can see that them sitting here going back and forth and fighting somebody on SmackDown and fighting somebody on Raw. But eventually, I feel like it's going to get short because once again, even when they have titles, no one is fighting for the titles.
Well, no. Who has the titles on? Wait a minute.
You understand what I'm saying? No one is fighting for the titles. No one, like, they're not really putting the titles to how they used to have them.
The Judgment Day have the titles.
Yes, and when was they when they had a match for their
2
titles?
weeks ago.
For their titles.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I feel like
that's the problem of these
but I feel like
5 match pay-per-views. That's the problem. That's because we don't. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. And then also too, like the people who I see that actually seem like they're using their titles and actually fighting are Charlotte and Alexa.
Yes, but it's also because they have Zarya and Soul hanging out and looking real good on the SmackDown roster.
Yes.
Starting some drama. And that was a fun ass clip this week, by the way. I was cracking up. I was like, not everybody going in the wrong direction. Like,
I mean, it is. But what I'm saying is they went to NXT. They went wherever. You know how cool it probably would have been if Raw and NXT went against each other in title for title? Yes, it's cool that the Hardy Boys got it, but they're not writing.
Well, NXT's busy with TNA.
I know, but but they also have started putting, we had Chelsea on there, we had Nia, they were starting to put, and even, they were starting to put them. So it's like when creative is being creative, they're great. But when creative don't know what else to do, they suck. So I just don't want them to become the championships. And yes, they're dominating, but then it becomes stagnant. And there's nothing no one can do about it because they don't know what they're doing.
Well, this is my biggest issue about not having the draft, right? Mm-hmm. Is that sometimes we get a lot of repeats of people. Mm-hmm. We get a lot of repeats of matches. Like, how many times do you want to see the Judgment Day go against the same people every week, all the time? So that's my problem right now with this lack of a draft, because people go back and forth all the time lately, and it's really just part 2 of the last episode you watch instead of feeling like 2 distinct brands, which I don't know if that's intentional. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was leading up to this Crown Jewel situation. Okay. But I would very much like them to be separate again, where you have one, you know what I mean? Like, you have one set of storylines, you have another set of storylines, because when you don't do that, then it feels like all these storylines are together. And they're like mushed together, and everyone already doesn't get enough time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like you said, Raw is no longer 3 hours. Smackdown is
It's
barely
actually
2.
like, well, Raw
So
technically is not even 2 either. They're like an hour and 34, 38 seconds. You'd be like,
hour and 38 seconds. You mean 38 minutes, girl?
whatever. It might as well be 38 seconds because it's the shortest I've ever seen it in my life. I mean, I used to look forward to like, okay, if I don't get it on time, at least I still got 2 more hours to go.
Is that how you look at it?
I do, but now it's like I got 30. I got 30. Like it feels like I got 30 seconds. It'd be like this, and you'd be like, why?
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Touche.
sorry. I went on my whole tangent about the production. My bad.
You did. You went on your whole tangent. That's crazy. All right, let's talk Aleister Black and Damian Priest. And the reason why I want to spend a little bit more time on this is because we talked about these duos and how that they could be really great moving forward. Like I said, I'd love for Bianca to come back and be matched with Montez whenever she's ready. Obviously, I know she's still dealing with an injury. And maybe they go against Dawkins and B-Fab. Like I feel like we need to mix some stuff up here. Like it's also a reason why I wish they had Carrion and Scarlett, because I just feel like it's just so meh again. Like it's just not giving what each show should be giving. That being said, Zelina being on our show, on our TV, was sorely missed. And her being a heel makes this even more delicious. Like the fire, the table, and probably what we think Lola's going to be up here soon. But regardless of that, I'm not sure Lola's ready for the main roster. I'm going to get into that in a whole separate situation right here. We can have a whole Kiara rant on that. But in terms of that match, I just thought it was good. It was a good match. I love Aleister. I love seeing him out there doing the things. Why are you rolling your eyes? Are you listening to your children?
Yeah, because it sounds like somebody's crying.
Uh-oh.
So I was about to say I'll be right back. I need to check that real quick.
Well, you go check that. Me and
Okay.
Candace can talk. It's fine. Me and Candace can talk. You go check. So anyway, my point being that I think Zelina has spent enough time in the back, and they really haven't done much with her character after she lost the U.S. title. So I would like to see her really take this partnership with Aleister to like some dark king, queen of the darkness situation. Because Zelina, when she's bad, she's good at being bad. Really? Tell me more about this. Why do you think Zelina should actually be Julia's manager? Are you not feeling Kiana? Because I'm kind of curious about that thought. I don't necessarily understand why Kiana is with Julia at all. But why would Zelina be with Julia? If you had to write that story, I'd love to know what you think about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I need a reason. I need a reason why these people are together. And so if you could somehow figure out a way to like pair these together, and maybe that's it, right? Maybe we make them king and queen of this like dark new faction. I don't know if Julia fits into that, but her and Kiana confuses the hell out of me because I just don't understand. Because they put Kiana was like this businesswoman, but why would Julia be attracted to that? Julia never seemed to care about any of that before. They didn't show us Kiana pitching Julia, helping Julia. That's what I mean about telling stories off camera and why that's not necessarily effective, because I don't know what ties them together. She won't be based on the house. Yeah, she is a better talker than Kiana. That's true. Because Zelina, if you take Zelina back to what she was doing with Andrade, I was actually hoping they would put them back together for a while, but alas, other choices were made. He was also not on Dynamite from I Hear this week. He's into that Don Callis 900 people member family. But I like Aleister and Zelina together. I think the fact that they're married is inconsequential. I just think they make such a dynamic, visually stunning duo, especially leaning into the darkness of his character, because I have always been an Aleister Black fan. but seeing Zelina really step into a darker character because her makeup, hi, Russell Faith, seeing Zelina move into this darker character. Yes, exactly, Candace. I 100% agree with that. There's just something, I just would love it. Because if you've seen her looks, even in the past when she was fighting Chelsea for the U.S. title, she was her look started to get darker and darker, almost Cruella with that black and that white hair. And then her outfits got darker and more like dramatic. So I'd love to see that. I'd love to have them opening with daggone candles and them both coming out of coffins or something, both wearing those crazy masks. But I also want to move them away from SmackDown. Like, I don't know that I think they should be there with the Wyatt Six, because those gimmicks feel a little too similar right now to me. So why don't we move them to Raw? I just don't know who they would mix it up with for Raw. But that King and Queen of Darkness, give that to me. Maybe they go after Becky and Seth. That would be a fun mix. See how they go back and forth. See how they mix it up. I like to see that. But other things to talk about, I think we already talked about Cody and how I thought his opening of the show was boring as all get out. But I do want to spend a moment on Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu, because in my notebook, I wrote, yay, yay, this is so delicious, these two together. I really hadn't thought about Drew and Jacob as kind of, a feud, but I really love that they really did a great job in terms of some get back. Like, it wasn't just somebody beat somebody up and then we moved on to the next show. No, Jacob was like, I got your number and I'm back and I'm ready to fight you. That, yes, and please. Because that's going to be a good one, especially since we know Drew is getting ready to go to film Highlander or something that he's practically built for. So that being said, it seems like he's going to be out. And sidebar, all these people going to film TV shows and movies, I think Tanesha talked about this not too long ago, about thinking about how we could stop saying that, they're in the hospital for 4 weeks, like Roman was taking pictures with fans, but something a little bit more organic, like you're getting ready to go shoot a movie and you'll be back when you get back. I'd like to see a little bit more of that realness incorporated, especially because we know we can't like Drew couldn't be champion going out for however long it took him to film this movie. Because, my guess is Highlander's not going to be a quick shoot at all. And since everyone seems to have these budding movie careers, I don't suspect that that's something that's going to take us here forever. So I'd like to see that. I did think that Miz interview ended on a really good note. I'm very happy that they separated him and Carmelo, because honestly, I was really over that pairing for a long time and ready for them not to be anywhere near each other. I really hope that means that Carmelo is heading towards an elevation instead of being stuck where he has been for some time. So there we go. All right, you ready for the speed round?
Yeah.
Yep. Is everybody alive?
Yeah.
Temporarily?
Well, we're alive, so I will never hurt my children.
Okay. Yep. He is definitely filming a movie. He's filming Highlander, whenever that is. So he's going to be gone for however long. I'm really getting sick of that. I was like, can I have my full-time wrestlers again? Like, I totally understand from a profit perspective, especially for, wrestlers, that you can't make money wrestling forever. And so, yes, movies do that because practically, you're built for it. But they leave so much now. They leave so much. Thank you. Yes, Miz can get that mellow rub. All right, speed round. Let's talk about it. So we got Crown Jewel at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'm going to be up for that. It might be closer to 10 or 11, but cool. Let's do it. We're going to start with... We didn't even talk about Rhea and Io, probably because you don't like that story. But Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. Who you got?
I'm gonna say Io is going to turn on Rhea.
What? Okay. I'm going to go with.
I bet you didn't think I was gonna say that.
No. So okay, even if Io turns, so who's gonna win? Who do you got?
I'm gonna say Io and Rhea's gonna win, and she's gonna turn on her.
Yeah, I think Rhea and Io's gonna win too because they're in Australia and Rhea doesn't lose in Australia. All right, John Cena versus AJ Styles. Who you got?
Now this is a tough one since AJ has announced that he is going to retire. So now we got two people technically on their retirement tour. Can I not like this story? Well, let me explain. I think it's stupid. And let me explain why I think it's stupid. At some point, fine, I thought it was about respect, okay. But ultimately, I don't think it's about respect. I think it's the fact that what her name? Asuka is jealous of Io. And I think Asuka really wanted Io to get the championship so she can challenge her for it. And now that she did not get the championship, now she has to find some other way. And do I think Corey Singh, what her name is, whatever her name is right now, because I'm not thinking right now.
Kari.
Thank you, Kari. Do I think she's really this? Oh my God, okay, I respect you. No, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think it's a bunch of bull crap. I think it's so stupid. And they're like, oh, you need to forgive her because girl, you didn't see her just blow miss in my face and y'all both just beat me up and you want get away from me. Okay? Listen. It's just stupid. It needs to end. But the problem is, it's going to end in a way where now Io is going to turn on Rhea. And Rhea's been that good friend, sticking by her side, holding her down. And now Rhea's going to go into some oblivion of, oh my God, all my friends hate me again. And no one loves me. And now I have to start beating up people just because I want to. Okay, I'm done.
Are you done? Thank you. Wow. John Cena and AJ Styles. Who you got?
Oh, excuse me. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go with AJ.
I'm going to go with AJ Styles because I love AJ Styles and I want him to win something because he keeps losing and I don't love that. And now we're going to talk about this damn Australian street fight that I don't give two F's about. But Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. And why am I asking? Because I already know who you're picking.
I'm going to pick Roman.
Yeah, you're going to pick Roman and I'm going to pick Bronson.
Do I think Bronson's going to try to steal his sneakers again? Absolutely, because now he has none. He does not have the shoe fa la la la.
He does not have the shoe fa la la la. You're right. So I'm going to pick Bronson because, like you said, he's going to want to get his shoes. He's going to need to pick those up. All right, we got the WWE Crown Jewel Championship. Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vaquer.
I want to say Stephanie, but I think they're going to give it to Tiffany.
Tiffany won. Did Tiffany win last year?
No, that was.
Was that Liv?
That was Liv.
I'm going to go with Stephanie too because no, because I'm going to be nice. All right, men's Crown Jewel Championship match. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins.
I want to say Seth, but they're going to give it to Cody because Cody's already 3-0.
Seth better win. If Seth loses to Cody one more time, I'm going to have to be rethinking my fandom because this is some BS. Okay? I am over it. And Seth better walk out with that damn ring or title or whatever else because Cody better not take not one more of them damn things. How many does he need? He won like 2 in a row.
He's trying to make up for his father.
He's already done it.
May him rest in peace.
He's already done it. And he better not. Seth, when I wake up tomorrow, it better say that you won. For real. because this is some foolishness, because I can't take it anymore. Absolutely. Thank you. Stephanie should win. 100% Candace. Want to thank you for joining us today for our impromptu session where we talked about all the things wrestling. And we want to remind you that you can follow us on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Threads,
TikTok,
and on, I said TikTok, and on X. And that you subscribe on our YouTube channel or anywhere that you listen to our podcast. And where can they listen to our podcast?
You can listen to us on iHeartRadio, on Amazon Audible, on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Podcasts, YouTube Music. Oh, and Spotify.
Where you can also see us. That's where you can see us. You can also catch all of our content and our blog, because you never know. I mean, we talk about all sorts of things. And our blog is where you get the most fun ever, because I like to cover all sorts of topics. And I'm pretty sure there may be a blog talking about how I feel about this whole situation titled Crown Jewel by Sunday. I can guarantee that's likely going to happen. So as a result, you want to hit up our blog, see what's there, catch something. Don't forget to leave us comments, by the way, when you check out our episodes on the website. We love the comments. Please leave them on our website, on Facebook, on anywhere you listen to podcasts. That's right. We want to hear your feedback. We want to know what you think.
And don't rate
we
us
also want to.
5.
That's right. 5 stars. Please.
Nothing less. Nothing else is. Whatever, I forgot to say.
Nothing else is going to work, is what she's saying. And then we want to remind you that you can join our communities on Facebook, the Main Event Mama Squad, open and everyone, public. Anyone's welcome. Feel free to subscribe, get our behind-the-scenes content. You can leave as many comments as you want to, Candace.
Oh, wow.
I know, I'm tired. It's cool. It's supposed to be a long day. So you can leave as many comments as you like, because we will answer. I leave a message every couple days on Facebook, so you can find out what I'm thinking, what we're covering, whether we're having a surprise episode, and the crazy moon situation that you need to prepare yourself for, because please listen to that. You'll see the insanity that happened to us this week. It was uncanny and a little spooky. And so I made a case myself for why moon lunacy is real.
Yeah, it was the day the mom
quit. And I will convince you. Mm-hmm. And the day the mom quit, that many of you people on YouTube love that. Over 800 views on that video. So we also want to remind you that you can support us on Patreon. You can be a free member. You can go all the way up to our Hall of Fame tier, like Candace here, who helped us by purchasing an AEW pay-per-view. And so, of course, we had to cover it and talk all the things. And that is in a episode you can catch in our vault on our Patreon. I like to also give our recipes on Patreon, so if you ever want to know what we're drinking.
I mean, this time you won't, because this was impromptu. But when we do our next live,
which is coming up, that's right. Week? That's next Thursday.
We'll have our Truth Serum cocktails out there for you.
Don't forget, we also just launched our new merch store. Be sure to visit our website or our link tree, and you can see.
Sure.
You can pick up our merch
store.
Are you done? Thank you. And with that, we want to say we're not new to this.
We're so true to this. And this was Main Event Mamas live.
Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you, Candace. Good night, Candace.
Thank you. Good night, Candace.